elbow hinges from the prone position in shoulder extension. So with the individual lying flat on their stomach, we're going to cue the same way as we did with that shoulder flexion by squeezing the legs together, clench the glutes, lift the belly button off the floor just a bit to brace down that core, and then keep that back flat so we don't get any compensation through lumbar extension. Now from here, I'm going to have the person find their passive end range of shoulder extension. So from here, we're going to slowly walk the hand along the body up into the armpit as far as the individual can go until they can't lift their arms off the ground anymore. So they're in full end range of motion of shoulder extension. You can relax. We can walk the hands back just a bit so they're about 10 to 15 degrees outside of that end range of motion so they can still get shoulder extension. So once again, we're going to take a breath in, squeeze the legs, glutes, lift the belly button up, core. I'm going to cue Devin to drive the elbows straight up toward the ceiling to lift those knuckles off the floor. Keeping the elbows high, we're going to hinge at the elbows to reach straight back, trying to minimize any dropping of the arms. And once again, pull those hands in underneath that shoulder, and we can complete that for repetitions in your kin stretch class. If we see that the individual is compensating and they're not aware of it by abducting through the shoulders, once again, we can use yoga blocks on either side to give them some tactile feedback when needed if they're abducting through the shoulders without them, even if they aren't aware of it. Back in. For those individuals who lack shoulder extension and have a hard time getting in this position, we can regress the movement by just bringing the hands back so there's less shoulder extension, and then we can work through a smaller range of elbow flexion and extension through the hinge. So from here, legs, glutes, core tight, lift, and then hinge through the elbows, trying to maintain that height, pulling back in, just through a smaller range of motion. For those individuals who can achieve significant amount of shoulder extension, we can also progress this by using a block to place underneath the knuckles to lift the hand even higher off the ground to get more relative shoulder extension. And then once again, training from this position as they lift off, hinging at the elbow.